Disney's Dixie Landings Resort recreates the warmth and hospitality of the Old South, with cozy rooms in stately plantation-style mansions and charming bayou dwellings.
What's up, adventurers? Adventuring with Chris here, and I am rocking my Rocketeer ears. There we go. Custom made by my partner. She 3D printed these for me. Anyways, I'm here at trying to show you it's Riverside. Ooh, Riverside Resort here at Walt Disney World, Orlando, Florida, and I'm going to be having dinner at Boat Rights, and I thought I'd take you guys along and give you a little tour of the lobby before we eat dinner. Let's go. So first thing first is I'll take you guys into, this is Riverside's lobby gift shop, and the Halloween stuff is out. It's pretty awesome. It's giving Joanna Parker. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her, but she makes like old style Halloween stuff in like the early 1920s cat and everything. It's reminding me of that. Now this has been out before. It lights up. I like it a lot. In more of the same pattern I just showed you on a pair of pajamas. Trying to get that to light up, but it won't. Okay. It is enjoy pumpkin spice at Walt Disney World. Oh boy, trick or treat. Oh, I like the frame. Very cute. It's a Donald shirt. Just plain on the front. There's a ball cap. These things are kind of interesting. Squishy. And like a sports jersey, kids and adults. Let's see what it says on the back. Number 71 for 1971 when the park was founded. Got some kid stuff down here as well. Monorail with a couple of pumpkins on the front of it. Some plushy ghosts. As I thought, the kid just picked it up and called it a squishy. Kids my age, kids that I teach, love the squishies. Some popcorn. This is trick or treat. Oh boy, trick or treat. That's my attempt at Mickey Mouse. As you can see, they've paired the hoodie with the t-shirt. Now this is really neat. It doesn't light up or anything, but it's just a figurine. $40, and it's just like a little figurine of Mickey Mouse dressed up, or Minnie. And this is a little countdown calendar for Halloween with all of the characters for each month. So or each day of the month, I'm assuming.
Sounds right.
Yeah, well, it's the different ones you get nonetheless. It's pretty neat. And here's the artwork for this year.
Oh, it's surprises. You open them up each day.
Oh, I see. These are little surprises. So it's like an advent calendar, but for Halloween. I like the artwork. And then we've got this sweater here. More of the artwork on it. Nothing on the back. And we got a blanket. Same kind of design on the blanket. All right, here's more of the Halloween stuff for kids. A dress for a child-sized dress. We've got more of these light-up Minnie Mouse pumpkins. Some $36.99 ears here. A trick-or-treat reusable bag with that same artwork on it. The fun, like, early 1900s Halloween. Here's the kid size of the same hoodie I showed you earlier. Here are some, I call them giblets, but they're actually gibbets. I always get the words mixed up.
Giblets are the innards.
Yeah, I know. It's part of a turkey. Here's some Crocs. These are legit Crocs, too. And some baby Mickeys. Oh, boy. And here's more kids' t-shirts and what have you. And now this is like a little Bendham's of a, like, I guess a vampire Mickey Mouse dressed up for Halloween. Oh, boy, I'm a vampire. More of the Crocs. And here's more of the squishies. My middle schoolers and the kids love these nowadays. I just don't get it. Light up bubble wand, of course. Kids' versions of the jersey. Now here are the blow molds of the pumpkins, and he's just that's just Mickey Mouse. And they got these little necklaces you can wear if you're going to Not So Scary. Starbucks sip cups here. Limit 2. Now we've got some Mickey Cocoa, salted caramel, and a little mug you can put it in. And you get a tote with any purchase, merchandise purchase of $40 or more. You can get this tote with the same artwork on it. Here are the exclusive Halloween pens. Oh boy, I got a bag of candy. All right, moving right along. More candy, more pens, excuse me. This magic band is really cool. I like it. Very nice. So we're moseying on over here where they've got another Halloween t-shirt. We've got Goofy. Gorge! Look, Gorge! That's alright. We got Mickey. Oh boy, I'm a pirate. I can't do Minnie or Donald, or I can't do Pluto either. And here's the Huey, Gooey and Louie. No, I'm teasing, I know. It's Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Oh, I like that. And here's more of those ears with the old, like, 1900s Halloween vibe. They're really nice. 36 bucks. So here's Walt Disney World in the just general fall with Rescue Rangers, Chip and Dale. We got Pluto. Oh boy. And there's Mickey. Alright, so we're going to do a fit check. First of all, the t-shirt I'm wearing. This is fabric from the defunct Joann's fabric store my partner made me. In this Haunted Mansion. I've also got, see, very nice. And then the backpack is I think it was a Comic-Con exclusive a couple years ago. And it's Mr. Toad's Wild Ride and Sleepy Hollow Headless Horseman. And we're rocking my Magic Band here. Nothing fancy about that. Now the ears. If you haven't seen those are 3D printed custom Rocketeer ears. Partner who's filming also custom made those and painted them. So yeah, it's my kind of sumo sort of Halloween attire. Anyways, so here we are at boat rights. Being an ELA teacher, I have to tell you what a boat right is. It's someone who makes boats. That's all there is to it. Nothing fancy. The Rocketeer ears are already getting lots of looks, as they always do. Because they're unique. What do you want? Anyways, let's take a look at the inside of this place from where we're seated. So as you can see, it's set up to look like a place where an old Cajun man would sit and build boats for the Gulf of Mexico. And as you know, the Cajun, they love them some fishing and some shrimp. And they like to sit down with their share and mange on some shrimp. Sorry, that was my poor attempt at Cajun. AJ, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Anyways, I like the boat, and they've got all the tools here on the wall. The tools of the trade for a boat right. Kind of a cool vibe in here. Never been here before. They come out immediately. You get their famous cornbread with some butter. We're gonna give it a shot. So this is the cornbread. I just put some of the butter on it. Let's give it a shot. It's pretty amazing. The butter is like a sweet, creamy butter. I was expecting the cornbread to be spicy, but it's not. It's quite delicious. Highly recommend. Good stuff. So the appetizer we just got is the fried pimento cheese balls. We've got a pepper jelly. And this is a Cajun, it's like a Cajun aioli. Quite good. And I've already eaten one. It is quite delicious. Highly recommend. Okay, for the entrees, we have shrimp, pepperdelle. Oof, you said I get focusing on there. Shrimp. Basically, it's a Creole shrimp pasta. And then over here, we have the plant-based chorizo and lentil. Right. Finishing up dinner here at the Riverside, walking from to French Quarter, and a little rainbow here from the storm that just hit. Very peaceful. So initially when this was built in 1991, they were going for like a antebellum sort of southern vibe, and so it was called Dixie's Landing. It's actually built after, beautiful rainbow there. It was actually built after French Quarter. French Quarter opened in 91, this opened in 92. But then in 2001 they changed it to Riverside instead of Dixie's Landing. As you can see though, they really went for the Greek revival here, columns to make it look like antebellum South. This was part of Michael Eisner's expansion program in 91, 92 to start expanding more and more resorts for growth. So if you've never done a deep dive on the lore of Dixie's Landing, it's like 3 or 4 paragraphs on Wikipedia about what Disney was trying to do with this spot, or Michael Eisner, and before they merged it with Port Orleans. And it was basically an 1800s fisherman and his boat and all this other stuff, and it was just like, the story is like Alligator Bayou, and who turned this man who started here turned it into Dixie's Landing, and then all the merchandise and stuff had basically characters from Song of the South. You'll see Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, and Brer Bear, and I'll show you a cup I just found. But we just finished up dinner, and just as I'm walking here, just started deep diving on this place, and I keep seeing 1991 on the manhole covers, and I was like, what the heck? And then, yeah, sure enough, you find out that this place was, in fact, Dixie's Landing, not Riverside, in 1992. The story went the Peace brothers, this is just Disney lore for you, came through here as trappers in the mid 1800s, humble trappers, mind you, and then a mill was built. They were trappers and boat builders, hence boat rights. And then a mill was built, and the mill brought prosperity to the area. And then they're able to build this Magnolia Bend and all these Greek revival plantations. Now, I grew up in Georgia, and my mom is a Civil War buff, so this kind of stuff is ingrained in me. But yeah, it's really interesting the lure they gave. And then the story goes 2001, they changed they connected via the Sascula River, Riverside, now called Riverside, Dixie's Landing at the time, Dixie's Landing and French Quarter, and then they rebranded it because, you know, the word Dixie conjures up, you know, tones of the South and things that happened in the Confederacy that were not easy to discuss. So lots of change happened there, and, you know, it evolved into Riverside. But I didn't know the whole Dixie's Landing lore. Again, just an after dinner here, walking off a very delicious dinner from boat rights, and you start deep diving, and hey, this place used to be called this, and you look down, you see 91 on the sewer grates, and then you see that Michael Eisner was behind this at the time, and so yeah, it's kind of interesting. And I'll show you guys some stuff throughout this I've found online people still have from Dixie's Landing. All right, so there's a little bit of the lure left here. If you see Old Man Island right here, okay? So Old Man is Colby Peace, one of the brothers who was a trapper that came here to this fictitious Mississippi bayou area to build Dixie's Landing. And Jonathan Colby Peace is the old man. So you go over here to the left where the pools are, that was his little island that he started in a cabin and as a fur trapper. And then here, all these Magnolia Terrace, Oak Manor, and all that are all the fruits of his labor of starting a mill here, cotton mill, I suppose, being the South, I'm not sure. But he was, yeah, just kind of a trapper, boat builder, Colby Peace. So here we are on Old Man Island, which was Jonathan Colby Peace's first settlement area. So if you see all like the old buildings here around the pool, you know, this is Eisner era Disney, mind you, so the lore ran deep. This was his little area where he started as a fur trapper. And here we go. This is a little Earth Day thing. So let me stop my lure here because they planted this live oak in 91. This is about 22 days after it opened. It opened on April 1st. Entrance to Disney's Port Orleans Resort at the time Dixie's Landing. Weighed 85 tons, were transported from a model wooded location 13 miles away. Cypress box trees were constructed around and beneath each oak. Old Man Island was then constructed around this oak as you see it now. Very nice. And being in the South here, you're gonna, you know, that's live oaks. Anyways, Jonathan Colby Peace. This was his Old Man Island, and he was one of the founders of what is now Riverside, back then Dixie's Landing. The lure runs deep, folks. So this is the logo now, and I'm gonna superimpose what the logo used to look like. So after the old man gave birth to his son Jonathan Peace, he was an industrialist, and he's the one who built this cotton mill, which is now the Riverside Mill, which brought all the prosperity to the area and all the great revival houses. And they call him Colonel Peace. And he's the son of the old man who lives on the island back here. And this is the fruits of the old man's son, the fruits of his labor right here, which is now the Sascula Island, Riverside, mill. So anyways, kind of neat. And the boats are going again, by the way. They had to stop them because of the lightning.
So we decided to come back to the Riverside bar, and they had a guy playing piano and pretty much taking any request you wanted. And it was a lot of fun. We got a couple of drinks and sat and listened for a while. He played so much stuff, including Bohemian Rhapsody, and it was just great. We got him to play Country Roads by John Denver, and anyways, lots of fun.
Well, that is going to do it here from behind me. I'm in the parking lot of Riverside. Used to be Dixie's Landings, and my voice is gone. We just did a sing-along at the bar. That was a lot of fun. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, a little bit of history of Dixie's Landing in Riverside. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow for the next adventuring with Chris. I'll catch you guys in the next one.